Black Ops 7 is about to completely change with Season 1, which drops on December 4th. The amount of content we're receiving is what Call of Duty fans have been dreaming of ever since the new seasonal content drop system was first implemented. It's just too bad that it's taken 6 years to get to this point. But hopefully moving forward, this becomes the standard. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Ferocity here. Dare I say, I'm actually genuinely excited for the launch of Season 1 for Black Ops 7. And I know already from the onset, it might be a trap. This might be them persuading me into getting excited, but when it drops, it's a bunch of style with no substance. A bunch of content with no quality. But I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because a lot of the content that's in Black Ops 7 right now is pretty good, outside of the campaign. I personally haven't played Endgame yet, so I don't want to speak to that. But the zombies is pretty fun. The multiplayer has its moments. And because of that, I have some faith that Treyarch is going to rebuild this game. Rebuild our excitement for it. And hopefully it becomes the game that we all want it to be. A lot of Black Ops 7's issues are beyond its content. I think we can all sort of agree that this is like the best collection of launch maps we've had in Call of Duty in probably 10 years. And as a result of that, I have faith in them producing more good maps than bad. Like, the real problems with Black Ops 7 exist in their netcode, exist in their matchmaking, exist in a lot of their algorithms. It has nothing to do with the content. And if they can figure that out and they can make the game feel more like it did during the beta, I think a lot more people will be happy with it. Like, just from a content perspective, the maps they're bringing back from older games are exactly the maps I want to see again. Standoff, Meltdown, they're even bringing Fringe back. We're getting a limited time map, Slay Jacked, which is hijacked with like a Christmas theme to it, for a limited time event surrounding Christmas, which I've talked about many times, how much I enjoyed Modern Warfare Remastered's Christmas event. And if it can be anything like that, I'm excited for it. And this is going to be the real test for Black Ops 7. Have they learned to change up their events from Black Ops 6? Because one of the biggest detractors I had for Black Ops 6 was the fact that every single event felt like every single event that preceded it. They all felt the same. It was like one of 3 different options, and because of that, the events just lacked any unique parts to them. It just felt like we were repeating the same thing with a new coat of paint, and I never liked that. So hopefully, this is a step in the right direction, and we see what they do with the first event of Black Ops 7. And beyond that, one of the things that I noticed right away from the trailer was how different the skins looked. And yeah, maybe this is going to completely change midway through Season 1. Maybe they have a collaboration up their sleeve that they haven't even announced yet. But even the Black Cell operators are probably some of the most grounded we've seen in the franchise to date. Not saying I'm going to rush out to buy Black Cell. I won't be doing that. But at least the operators seem to fit the theme that they've already established for themselves so far. Hopefully they're supported in a way that keeps Call of Duty down this path instead of them reverting back to what we all got pissed off about during Black Ops 6. And I know that I'm looking at this entire situation with a glass half full perspective. But man, I'm just so tired of all of the negativity within this space. Not saying it's not warranted, but for once, I want to get excited about something and actually have them follow through. And yeah, maybe my expectations of Season 1 are going to skyrocket because of what I've seen from the roadmap. But please, one time follow through so I can at least be excited throughout the entire Christmas season. So I have something to play that keeps me occupied into the new year. I want this to be good. Wishing for this to be bad, in my opinion, is just adding more negativity to a space that doesn't require it right now. Call of Duty is already negative enough. Let's have something to be hopeful about. And I think Season 1 is that hope. That wish that things are going to improve. And maybe that's a foolish thing to do, and maybe I'm extremely naive to think about that. But from what I'm seeing right now, from maps to game modes to weapons to operators to attachments to the zombies content and all the other stuff they're offering, it really feels like they're going all out. that they're trying to move away from this preconceived notion that these seasonal updates don't really add a lot to the game. I know that Modern Warfare 3 continuously gets praised for what they added to that game, and Black Ops 7 has to deliver in that same way. Or they will not retain the players the same way Modern Warfare 3 did, or they will not be able to get players excited about their game. Like if Season 1 flops, let's talk about that for a second. This might kill the game. And I know people are already saying the game is dead. Well, guess what? It's the #1 played game on Xbox and the #2 played game on PlayStation. So the game isn't dead, guys. I just want to make sure that we're fully aware of that. But regardless, I think that a flop in Season 1 with all the content they're shoving down our throats is a future death sentence, because less people are going to be willing to try out Season 1 Reloaded. Less people are going to be willing to try out Season 2, and so on and so forth. Because they've stumbled so harshly out of the gate, they need something positive to go their way, and I'm hoping that's what Season 1 is going to be. I'm hoping we see some massive changes on the back end with their patch notes, so that all of this content can be enjoyed through a fresh lens of the game. Like I said earlier, I just want this game to resemble more of what I had during the beta and less of what it currently is. I don't know what changed between the matchmaking, the hit registration, and the overall performance of the game, but it really feels night and day from what I had during the beta to what I have now. I really hope they address that. They look into that. Because if all this content is there with all of those problems still existing, it's going to feel a little bit more hollow, a little bit more shallow, because what makes the game great is going to be missed because you're dealing with all of these other problems on the back end. But let's finish this video off with some positivity. Not just the fact that we're excited for Season 1, but let's instead look at some of the best that Season 1 has to offer. Not only do the new maps look beautiful, we're also getting some of those fan favorite maps back. We're getting some survival maps for zombies. Well, we're also getting a new storyline map with Astra Malorum. Looks really awesome. All of these seem to adhere to a theme that Zombies is trying to push. We're going to get a new wonder weapon. We're getting new perks for that. It seems the game is adding depth to it. And that's what I'm excited for. And then, of course, the changes to Warzone. Now, I'm not the biggest Warzone guy, so I don't really have much to say here. But I hope that whatever they're adding to Warzone adds more depth to the game than what we had last year with Season 1 of Black Ops 6, which, my God, was that the worst Warzone map of all time. I can't even remember what it was. Area 99 is what I think it was called. Forgettable, and something that I don't think anybody ever wants to see again. But it's very clear they want to add more reasons for you to jump on and play Call of Duty. And the fact that they're now encompassing endgame content to their seasonal drops means they're actually caring for that mode as well, and they're trying to add a version of Call of Duty that's for everyone, not just for people who like multiplayer, not just for people who like zombies or Warzone. They're adding it for people who like the end game content as well. I really hope it works out. I really hope that we're in for a season that's going to completely change this game and change how the game functions for people so that we can finally have some positivity within this community. But that's not on the community to decide. That's on Activision to deliver. And I think that's the important thing that we have to keep in mind here. Everything can look great, but it's up to Activision to follow through with what they've put forward. So that's where I'm going to end the video today, guys. I am extremely curious with your thoughts on Season 1. What are you most excited about? What are you most skeptical about? Leave a comment down below and let me know. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.